Right, we're live. Obviously, we're doing this match reaction a day later because I had training once again. I only watched the first 60 minutes, so obviously I can only judge on that, and then obviously what I've seen from the highlights. But joined by Reese once again, and Luke should be joining as well soon. So yeah, he just said he's going to be joining soon. So yeah, hopefully he'll join. Here he is now. Add into it. Here he is.
Hello. Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly. I'll wait for some people to come in and then we'll start talking. Not by
How's it-
starting now.
Yeah.
Join in here a minute.
Luke,
Yeah.
Luke, have you seen Luke, have you seen the new team of the week?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad. It's just so bad. Oh.
Yeah, Mason
Oh,
Greenwood
Jesus.
got in.
Yeah, Mace Greenwood, no impact. No bloody. Oh, come on, where's Woodman's team in the week for, letting goals in?
Mason Bluewood.
Oh, Lyndon Dykes.
Lyndon Dykes.
Mason,
You're having a
Mason
laugh,
Blue,
Lynd.
Mason Blue Shed.
Mason Greenbrick. Right, there's one person in this world starting to look. We'll wait till a few more come in and then we'll get started on it. So yeah. Conor McGregor to take over Manchester United. That would be absolutely. Oh, this person's gone now. Oh, back to the reviewers. Should we just start talking and then wait and see if people come in?
Up to you. Your streams, it's up to you.
What would you suggest? What do you reckon? I mean,
Well,
people
it's
would
up to you
come
and Luke. It's your channel. You can decide to do.
Luke, should we wait for people to come in or should we just start talking?
I don't mind, to be fair.
I mean, people may watch it on playback, so we could start talking now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah, Luke, do you want to go first? What was your thoughts on that game then?
I think it's just a prime example of why we don't deserve to go up, to be honest. But like my dad says all the time, in order to get promoted, you have to win your home games. As simple as. We should be at least getting a point against QPR, especially with the players we have up front. To be honest, I just thought the team selection was a bit wrong from the start. I just don't think Routledge should be starting again. I think he should be on the bench, coming on as a sub, making an impact. And also playing Roberts in the attack. It's just, I just don't think it's good enough for him to play in that position. I think he's just better as a fullback, trying to come forward, and his defensive work's decent as well. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the game.
Yeah, what about you then, Bruce?
Yeah, similar to Luke, really. Questionable decisions, to be honest. Crap performance in total. QPR deserved it, and frustrating again, really, because as it stands, fourth, because Bournemouth are winning, will probably go fifth as well with Brentford play their game in hand. So yeah, we're slowly going down the table, and the playoff semi-finals, which we probably should get there. It's going to be tough, but at the end of the day, we're still going to have 3 games at the Championship, and 2 of those games are against teams who are still fighting for something. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy end to the season, especially where we're playing at the moment.
Yeah, well, my thoughts on yesterday's game. From what I saw in the first half, I thought we were actually quite bright, to be honest. Routledge had a chance to score. Lowe played well. And yeah, we weren't that bad. We just should have taken the chances we had in the first half. Probably could have been 2-0 up at half time. But the chances we missed.
Smith had a good chance, actually.
Oh yeah, Smith had a good chance. Yeah, I saw that right to the end of the first half. But yeah, it's quite annoying because as soon as I saw the Watford went 1-0 up, kind of lost a bit of interest because obviously we can't we weren't actually gonna make up any ground on them, but we didn't even win our game anyway. So that's disappointing in itself because you want to try and finish as high up in the table and win as many games towards the end of the season as possible, and then you've always got a chance. But we've bottled it for ourselves now, and I mean. Yeah, we weren't very bad. We were pretty good first half, and went very bad. Yeah, we were pretty decent first half, and yeah, we should have taken our chances. That's just a story of Swansea City, to be honest, as a whole. But on to player ratings then. So should we go back and forth between each player then?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, all right. So starting off with Woodman. Luke, do you want to go first?
I think I'll just give him a standard 5, to be honest. Nothing much he really had to do. Obviously the goal, but he couldn't really save that. It was a good strike. So yeah, I'll just give him a standard 5.
I'll give it 7. I think he had a decent game, to be honest. Luke Jack. To be fair, he did make a good save in the first half, didn't he, onto the post? And obviously that was important. He made another good stop where, and when they hit first the post, the recovery did well. Distribution okay, and I think he kept in the game at times, so I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably give him a 6. Obviously, I thought, he was on the verge of getting a clean sheet, but obviously, as Luke said, he couldn't do anything about the goal. It was a pretty decent shot from quite close in as well, so I don't think many keepers would be saving that. But yeah, just give him a 6, and then on to the fullbacks. Luke, what would you give that to fullbacks then?
Tough one this is actually. I think I'd probably give him. I think I'd give them both a 6. I think. I just thought defensively we looked just a little bit dodgy. I don't think we were as good as we can be defensively, so I'm going to give them both a 6.
Yeah, what about you then, Bruce?
I thought Bidwell had a decent game, to be honest. I thought he played well, so I'll give Bidwell a 6. Roberts, I thought he was pretty poor, to be honest, considering he was playing right wing in the first half. I don't think he made a run in behind the defence, and I didn't think defensively he was good today either, so I'd give Rob a 5, 6 and 5.
Yeah, so for me, Roberts, do you know what? I think I'd probably both give them a 6 from what I've seen, because they were both, bang on average. I know I did say I wanted Roberts to play, in the more attacking role, but I don't think it's a bad decision playing in the attacking role, but I do think he's better, obviously, in his natural right back role. So, yeah, for that reason, I'd give them both a 6. But now on to the 2 centre halves then, Luke. What would you give them?
Oh God. I think I'll give Gihai a 6. I thought he played actually quite decent. And
Fuck! Shit! Lights just falling. lights just falling over. Shit.
and yeah,
Always something in the streams.
I think I'll give Bennett a 5. I think I thought his positioning was a bit off at times, so yeah, I'll give him a 5 and Gihai a 6.
Yeah, what about you then, Reece?
Yeah, my light fell over, so yeah, I'm trying to adjust that quickly, and I think it's broken. But Bennett, I thought he wasn't great. I thought, he could have. Me and Luke were watching the highlights earlier in college, and he stepped out for some reason for the goal, which just left a huge gap. So I'd give Bennett a 5. Gahey, whatever you call his name, Gahey, Mark bloody Palace, There's so many ways to say it. Luke goes Gahey, Guihi, and you go Gihey, or whatever his name is. But I'll just call him Big Mark. I'll just give him a 6.
Yeah, for me, Bennett, obviously, as you said, with that goal, the positioning was great. So for that reason, to give him a 5. And Mark, however, whatever you're going to bloody call him, Mark Gurhey, I don't know. Anyway, I'd probably give him a 6. He has been consistent for us this season. The last few games, not as good as what you'd expect him, but hasn't been awful. So yeah, I'd give him a 6. We missed out Kyle Norton, didn't we? I think we did.
No. Yeah, we did.
We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, because
because you put Roberts as fullback.
Roberts. Yeah, Luke, what would you give Kyle Norton then?
I think I will. I think I'll give him a 5. I think. I don't think he did that much in the game, to be honest. So yeah, I'll give him a 5.
What about you then?
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Wasn't bad, was he? But wasn't great, and we did lose. So yeah, can't say much more than that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. The only thing I can really remember from that game was that audacious shot that went, miles over the bar. That's all I can remember. So I'd have to give a 5 for that. And then what about the 3 midfielders then? Luke, what would you give them?
I think I'd have to. So I'll give Smith. I'll give him. I think I'll give him a 6 because I think really he should have scored the chance he had. Fulton, I think I'll give him a 5. I don't think he had one of his bestest games. And a hard one. So, I actually don't know.
Super League, yeah.
I actually can't remember who played in the field.
Grimes, Fulton, and Smith.
Yeah, that's it. Oh god, my mind went blank then.
Yeah, my mind does that.
Yeah, I'll give Grimes a 6, I think.
Yeah, what about you then?
Smith, I'll give a 6. I thought he was probably the best in Shield yesterday. Fulton, I'll give him a 4. I think he was shit, to be honest. There's an awful tackle in the first half, which was so late. No need to put that tackle in, and yeah, he just wasn't great today. Grimes, I'll give him a 5. Pretty average from Grimes today as well. Oh, yes, I should say. Pretty average.
Yeah. For me, Corey Smith, I'd probably give him a 6. Obviously, he should have taken the chance he got. And I think it's worked great. He's one of the best in our team, if not the best. And I think if that's Jamal Lowe or Andre Ayew in that position, then that's a certain goal. But obviously, his job isn't to score goals. And then Grimes, probably give him an average 6. Wasn't bad, not great. And then Jay Fulton, yeah, it wasn't one of his best games. Probably one of his worst, if not the worst of the season. So I'd have to give him a 4. Bish Army, man don't know what players are playing, you know them. Expression, famous quotes.
Who put that?
Mike.
Man don't know what players are playing, you know them there.
Yeah, head went blank then. So what's happening now?
Two strikers. What would you give them? So Lowe and Routledge. What would you give them for a rating?
I think I'll give Lowe either a 6 or 7 because I like the creativity he's shown. I know he didn't obviously get a goal or anything, but I thought, especially him going forward, I thought he's one of our better players. So I'll give him either a 6 or 7. I wish I'd go for a 6.5 in between, but it is what it is. And Routledge, I think I have to give him a 5 as well because he had a chance on goal as well, didn't he? But he had a really bad touch, trying to control it. So I have to give him a 5 and Lowe a 6.
I'll give Routledge 4. 2 good opportunities, one at the post, and then the other one, my nan would have scored that, and she hasn't got legs. So give Routledge a 4. Lowe, I'll give him an 8. I know I said 7, but I'll give him an 8. Looking back, he created 3 big chances for us. A most creative player, and a lot of people criticise Jamal Lowe, but at the end of the day, he scored 13 goals this season in 36 games. For a player who's, only been in the championship twice now, he's done well. So yeah, I'd give Lowe an 8.
Yeah, for me, Jamal Lowe, I'd have to give him a 7. As you said, 13 goals a season. I'm hoping he can get to the 15-goal mark by the end of the season. So he need 2 goals in 3 games, which I think is doable. But yeah, I'd give him a 7. Created a few chances, that one for Routledge as well. And Routledge, I'll give him 5. Should be scoring. Wasn't terrible, but I just think he's been overplayed for his age, and it's not exactly fair on him. Yeah, so that's my ratings. You're just too inconsistent, not clinical enough. Yeah, I know, bloody hell. And then the 3 subs. Who was it that came on? Was it Whittaker, Cullen, and Danda, I believe?
Yeah.
Luke, what would you give for them then?
Danda, I think I'll give him. I feel I'll give him a 4. I just don't think he did much when he came on at all. And then Cullen and Whittaker, I'll give them both a 5. I just didn't see many of them make an impact really in the game, which we needed them to. So I have to give Whittaker and Cullen a 5 and Danda a 4.
Yeah.
I just have to give them all a 5. They didn't really impact the game, and they didn't. Apart from Cullen, Dan and Whittaker especially didn't really have much time to influence the game. So yeah, I just give them all a 5.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Obviously, none of them had any time to change up the game, and also I didn't watch up until the point where they came on. So obviously, I can't really judge. So yeah, that's my reasoning. But if you had to give a man of the match, both for us and for the overall game, who would you give it to, Luke?
Oh God. I think we'll have to give it to Lyndon Dykes just for his goal, really. To get that at a clinical time in the game. And it was a decent goal as well. So I'll give him man of the match for them. And for us, I think I'll have to go for Jamal Lowe just because of his creativity. He actually showed some pride going forward with the ball, trying to create chances. So I'll have to go for him for us, and Lyndon Dykes for them.
For us, I'd have to agree with Luke. I'd probably say Lowe was our best player for QPR. I give Chris Willock. I thought he was really impressive and got robbed of those assists if Kerr could finish. Unfortunately, when you're a furniture, when you have a furniture, you're not going to score many goals. So when Kerr decides to be a human instead of a chair, we might score goals. So I'll go to Chris Willock.
Yeah, well, for me, obviously, I'd agree with you both for Jamal Lowe. 100% say he's our best player, well, was yesterday. Created chance he should have scored. And then for the man of the match for the whole game, I probably have to agree with Luke on this. Lyndon Dykes obviously scored a goal late on. He's a good goal scorer. I'd never really heard of him until this season. So I think he's a new player in this league, isn't he? I know he's a Scots,
Yeah.
but never really heard of him. We've got Reading next. Positives from yesterday.
Positive.
Jamal Lowe.
The game's over.
Definitely positive.
That's the positive.
Exactly. Yeah. We weren't playing. We were still creating chances without Ayew. We just weren't scoring them. So that's another positive, I suppose. Just the fact we weren't scoring them is the only negative about that. Yeah, if there's any last questions, then just put them in. We've had between 1 and 2 viewers this whole time, so that overall viewing will probably be about 10 to 15 views. But
Yeah, it's because you do it the day after. If you did it yesterday, you had like 10 or something, but obviously you couldn't help it.
Yeah, probably be our least viewed video on the channel as well. But
oh, by the way, during my European Super League video, I'm deleting that. That's been a total scandal. I'm deleting it.
Is it? What our least viewed video I think is 50. I don't think we got a video below 50 views. So this will be the first one.
Hashtag bring back the tournament.
Oh God, yeah! Imagine that. That was a good tournament, to be fair.
Yeah, that was decent.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Oh yeah,
I think I won. I won twice, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. What about any changes for Reading? And it doesn't really matter, but anyone you'd like to see play?
Before I go on to that, do you know if we do a tournament this year?
Mm-hmm.
We should do because it's 12 teams originally in the Super League, so we do 2 tournaments in like a space of a couple of months. There's 12 teams in a draw. We spin it because it's 5 of us, and for the first tournament, whenever there's 5, we take them out of the second draw, and we're left with 7 teams left for the second draw. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we do that pretty decent. Yeah. But yeah, any changes for Reading on Sunday?
Maybe you bring in. I don't even know. Maybe Cullen gets to start. Maybe he's fit enough to start. Maybe Horahan back in. Maybe a centre half back in. Give a rest because at the end of the day, we're going to get playoffs. Don't really matter whether we're going to finish in the playoffs. We're going to get playoffs anyway. So yeah, maybe a centre back, maybe a Cullen, and I don't think Routledge should be starting. So yeah, maybe those changes.
What about you then, Luke?
Yeah, I would agree with Bish on that. Even if Ayew does come back from injury, I still don't think we should play him in any games until we know we've definitely been guaranteed playoffs. Because I think we should save him for those games as they're probably going to be more important to us. And yeah, I agree with Bish on possibly bringing Cullen up front instead of Routledge, because I think Routledge is much better coming off the bench trying to make an impact. Or possibly even Whittaker up front. Just either one of those two really. And yeah, possibly just bringing in another defender, like you said. Possibly like Joel Latibodiere or something like that. I think he deserves just a little bit more game time than he's getting. So yeah, I agree with basically what Bishop said.
Yeah, for me, I'd like to see both Cullen and Wilco playing, and I'd also like to see Ollie Cooper given a chance. I mean, what's there to lose? You know, we know where we can finish it, but obviously we don't know which position, but we know we're going to be finishing in the playoffs. So maybe not this Sunday, but I'd like to see him play. You know, either against Reading, Watford, or Derby. It doesn't matter who. I just want to see him. You know, have a start in the league by the end of the season.
I just play a bunch of fringe players against Watford, to be honest. I just play a bunch of fringe players.
Yeah, maybe Brandon Cooper as well. Ben Hamer, give him a go. You know, only player
really.
Yeah, well, I mean, he hasn't played. He's the
God.
only player who hasn't played this season, isn't he, for us?
But to be fair, Woodman actually has a chance again at the Golden Glove, so maybe just keep him in there for that.
How many he's on? He's on 20, isn't he? Or is it 21?
Not too sure.
But
I can have a quick look. I'll have a quick look now on my phone.
Yeah, I hope he gets 23 because that means he's averaged 1 clean sheet per 2 games.
I'll have a quick look on my phone. By the way, Middlesbrough 2. Gareth Bale scored for Spurs.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Rotherham are now 2-1 down to Middlesbrough. Spurs are 1-1, and Millwall have got a goal back. If anyone cares. Viva Gareth Bale! Viva Gareth Bale! Viva Gareth. Oh, he's gone off injured.
Oh, typical that is.
Oh, I only joke, but he's scored against it. Didn't he used to play for Southampton, Gareth Bale?
Yeah.
So
He played as a left back for Southampton.
Right, yeah, so how do I check this? Team stat.
What have you got on BBC?
Right, so it's the most clean sheets who get the Golden Gloves, or is it goals conceded?
I think there's most clean sheets.
Yeah, so we're second, then we're 20, Watford got 21. So we need 2 clean sheets and hope Watford... Yeah, well, so the top 5 then for clean sheets are Watford with 21, Swansea on 20, Stoke on 20, but they're playing tonight, so that could be 21, Norwich with 18 and Mill 17. So we should finish top 3. But hopefully we can get at least 2 more clean sheets so Woodman can get a trophy.
Yeah, there's 4 people in here. People are starting to come in now, so if there's any questions for the last 8 minutes, because we usually let it run for half an hour, then put them in. But yeah, I hope Woodman can get the Golden Glove, and I hope he can get to 23, because that means he's averaged, a clean sheet per every 2 games, and to do that, he'd have to get a clean sheet in his last 3 games, and I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet in any of those games, to be honest. When did Jose to fuck off scoring goals for fun?
Keep it PG, Mike.
But yeah,
Apparently it was a good finish as well.
Yeah, I'll watch that now. Yeah, if there's any last questions before we wrap it up, then just put them in because we pretty much covered everything. So yeah, just put them in.
Any plans for tonight then, lads?
Probably just watch the rest of this Southampton Spurs game, and then watch City Villa, is it? Or Villa City? I think Villa home, I don't know. But I'll be watching.
I'm not watching that shit.
I mean, I might as well make the most of it. Like, not long left of the season, is there? So probably be watching all the games possible. But yeah, any last questions? Then put them in. Up to 24 minutes on the stream now.
Yeah. By the way, we've dropped down. We've dropped down to 4th. By the way, in the league.
Oh God. Vano says, "Do you reckon we'll win the playoffs?" I don't think so. No. I think depending on who we get,
Bournemouth are going to win the playoffs. Let's be fair.
I think that we would even lose to Barnsley in the playoffs because the way we're playing right now, we can't compete with them 3. And Barnsley have, since the new manager's come in, fair play to them. I think, what is it? Are they like the 3rd best on form or something since the turn of the year? Something like that. I tell you what, I will love it if we beat them. Bloody hell.
If we play Barnsley in the playoffs and we lose, I'd be Cooper out.
I know. I just I don't know. I'd rather lose in the semis than lose in the final. I don't want to get to the
really.
Final. Yeah, because
you'd rather lose in the semi-final and get into the final.
Yeah, because you're getting that far, you're getting to the final. You're at this you've literally come that short. To fall that short would be more heartbreaking. At least. At least I know it's obviously heartbreaking to lose in the semi-finals, but it's over 2 legs, so to get that close and then bottle it would just be horrible. So I think I'd rather lose in the semis. Obviously, I wouldn't like to lose in either, but we were good against QPR, but didn't take our chances against Vanos. Yeah,
I wouldn't
much
say
rather
good.
lose in the
We
semis.
were
Yeah, I
we
agree.
were, we were decent in the first half, shocking in the second half. I'm not sure if Luke would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, hopefully we can do them over, whoever we get over 2 legs, and that was our problem in the last season in the first leg because we didn't.
I was going to say,
We didn't.
interesting choice of words there, Jake. You're going to do them over. Interesting choice of words.
Not literally, but I mean, quite metaphorically. But I mean, that was our problem bloody last year. We didn't capitalise on Brentford's red card. We scored 1 goal and then just sat back. We had 8 minutes. Andre scored in the 82nd minute. We had 8 minutes to go and push on and get another goal. And I believe that if we did go on and get a second goal, we would have beaten them and gone through.
Of course, you missed that penalty, which was a blow.
I think if he scored that, maybe that was a bit earlier on in it. So maybe if he scored that, he would have gone on and won by a bit more. But yeah, looks like we're going to wrap it up. If there's any, give it 1 more minute to see if there's any more questions in, and then we'll be wrapping it up. But yeah, obviously, cheers to Bish for coming on once again on the channel, and me and Luke will be back for the preview for the Reading game soon. It will be a normal preview, I'm assuming, because we've got time. It's just when there's 2 games in a week and we've got school and college, it's hard to film normal previews. But for the last few games, there's no midweek games.
Well, when you're uploading that Reading game, then
probably upload it Friday night. I know it's a Sunday kickoff, but it just seems a bit weird uploading on a Saturday night, doesn't it?
yeah.
I don't know, it just.
Are you doing a watch on for that?
Premier League on. Well, I've got a driving lesson at 10, so if I'm back in time by 12 kickoff, then I should be doing one.
Fantastic.
Lewis, no, I will be watching the game. It's just whether I have time to set the stream.
What time's kickoff Sunday? 12.
12.
Oh, fuck that! I'm not streaming. I refuse. I'm on strike. I'll strike.
Lewis EFC has hello guys. All right, mate.
Guys, hello.
Fan, I believe. Guys, hello. Go highs. Yeah, I've said this many times. It looks like we're going to wrap it up. But if there is any questions, then put them in because we will answer them because it's not gone up to 30 minutes yet. And we need to keep the. I need to make sure I have enough minutes available for the playoffs if we have to stream them. We should do because it'll be a new month by the time the playoff comes around. So. I don't know.
What are you watching, Luke?
Nothing.
Who are we?
Well,
Jack.
what's that noise? Jake, what are you watching?
Oh, nothing. Sammy Hippier. No, I'm joking. Boney or Cabango? Ooh. In a scrap or as a player?
Boney or Cabango.
What a weird question to think.
In a scrap, Boney. Well, actually, no, Boney is both. He's a better player as well. But
Luke, you doing the Silver Stars objective?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, I'm going to go after the stream in a minute now.
But yeah, we're going to wrap this up. Cheers to Bish for coming on. And me and Luke
yeah, no worries.
Back, Friday night for the match preview versus Reading, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching.
Fuck the Super League.
Indeed.
Micro